The United States just officially passed the 200,000 deaths from COVID-19 threshold, and Donald Trump marked the occasion by holding a super spreader rally in Pennsylvania. So now, there's a picture going around on social media. Let me show you that. That's the crowd. Boy, they really don't look like they were socially distancing there. And look, I know it's pretty hard to see, but I've seen other pictures, other video, which suggests that most of the crowd was not actually wearing any masks. So on Twitter, Donald Trump bragged about this crowd size, as he usually does. He said, "Our great rally tonight in Pennsylvania. Tremendous energy." People online, however, were a little less impressed, with one person saying, "A no masking, no distancing COVID-19 super spreading gathering of brainwashed cultists and the sociopath in chief who plays them for dang fools." It's a good one. Heyman Menta online said, "You called off your wedding. You couldn't attend a loved one's funeral. You couldn't go to prom or attend your own graduation. These people don't care and continue making everything worse." So now that really kind of struck me, that comment, because it makes you think, what did you give up to try to help slow the spread? I mean, what did you miss? Personally, I missed lots of family gatherings, golfing with my dad, because he's a cancer survivor. I missed, visiting my mom in person. She's got bad kidneys. Going out on dates with my wife because, God forbid, we get sick or I get sick, spread it to her, and she's got to quarantine for 14 days because she works in the medical field. Or if I have to go to hospital because I don't have insurance. And yet, these people, they're living it up without a care in the world at this rally. We did all the sacrifice. We did all the heavy lifting. We gave things up to save lives, and they don't give a shit. Look, the death toll is pretty bad in this country, 200,000. It could be worse. However, thanks to those of us who actually did the right thing, and it's not as bad as it could have been, but it's still bad because of the inaction at the top. Notice, again, no masks. Donald Trump saying, I don't, some people say that masks are not good. So, I'm not going to encourage people to wear masks. And he doesn't wear one at his rallies. Every once in a while, there's a picture that pops up of him wearing a mask, and sometimes doesn't. Testing, same thing, right? I don't encourage testing because that makes me look bad when there are higher numbers. Doesn't mean that there's less cases of COVID. It just means that we know less about them. I mean, it's disgusting. Now, one person online said, "Notice no masks on the floor, but they passed them out to everyone behind near him. Just like everyone around Trump is tested. If massive slavery and tests are not useful, why bother testing reporters before every presser? Because his safety matters. Yours doesn't." That's another good point. Another person says, "We'll give it 2 weeks. There will be a lot of your supporters that are dying. They won't have any energy then. You're not worth it." Understand, though, I tend to know Trump supporters fairly well, I believe. And these people will crawl their way to the polls, dying, to vote for a man who wouldn't piss on them if they were on fire. And that's the amazing thing about it. And you know what? That makes me think about Bernie Sanders, right? So why do I think about Bernie Sanders? It's a weird thought. No, Bernie Sanders literally stopped a rally in order to help a woman who fainted. Saved a woman from getting hit by a car in D.C. Or stopped people from mobbing Andrea Mitchell. And look, I think Obama also did something similar for, helping a woman who had fainted. It kind of makes me think that, look, these Democratic politicians, is how many problems do I have with Democrats? But at the end of the day, they at least pretend to have some sort of human empathy for people. And so they would actually try to save someone whose life is, somebody fainting in a rally or somebody having some sort of problem, okay? Bernie Sanders stopping a man from killing himself. These people actually care. Do you get that vibe from Donald Trump? No, I would not. Now, uh, it just makes me think that we could actually have a president right now that has empathy. But instead, we have an asshole, and we might have the asshole for another 4 years. It's amazing. Disastrous. Another person points out this is Devin Nunes's alt mom, which is always fun. The Trump campaign has evidently made the calculation that these rallies will turn out more voters than they kill. Well, look, to be fair, that's just less money for them to spend, on Medicare or Social Security, and that means more they can shove in their pockets. It's a win-win. It's a win-win for them. And finally, one last one here. Jim Gibson says, wish someone would ask the president why he does not shake hands and interact with the folks who attend his rallies. If he is holding rallies, go down to the crowd and interact. Well, we already know why he doesn't. According to an ex-Pence aide, Donald Trump says that COVID might be a good thing. He had said this before. Why would he think that COVID's a good thing, especially if it could hurt his polling? Well, again, this was said back in, I believe, February, so very, very early on before it really had an impact here. But he said, maybe it's a good thing because then I don't have to go and shake your disgusting hands. And by you, he means, well, you're a MAGA supporter. He means you. Not have to shake your disgusting hand. Look, everyone in that crowd, understand that all those people are disgusting to him. I mean, they're useful, yes, but also they're the rabble. The average person. Ooh. Sometimes those people are poor and dirty, filled with germs and COVID. Ugh. Disgusting. I don't have to shake their hand. I'm glad. Look, he's fine doing those rallies because he's protected. He's up in the podium. He's fine. He's not close. He's not packed in with others like sardines. Again, take a look, right? No masks, packed right in there. What do you think is going to happen? It's a super spreader event. Absolutely. But understand why I bring that up, because that's what he thinks about you. That's what you are to him. You're disposable. As long as you vote for him and support him and send him money and cover for his lies and his bullshit, he's got a use for you. You're a mark, a useful idiot. And if you die, though, after doing that stuff, well, that's okay to him. It was your time. Even though, of course, according to him, he'll tell you that virtually no one has died as a result of COVID. You're virtually nobody. If you're one of the 200,000 people that died, or if you got a family member or friend, grandparent, sister, aunt, uncle, anyone, anybody that died, well, understand that what he's saying is they're virtual nobodies to him. And he'd be right, because he thinks of you as a nobody. You don't matter at all, unless it goes to help him. That's what he thinks of you.